All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Game 1 of HXH versus BONKZ here in King of the Sea 15 International Play. We're looking at the third place team out of China and the third place team out of North America. Spawning in the green here on the north side of Land of Fire, we're getting our first look at a Chinese team in King of the Sea, Zath. This is HXH. Talk me through their lineup.
Yeah, so HXH is bringing an Ohio, which is pretty much specs more accuracy sniper spec with a little bit of damage sprinkled in. We've got a Schlieffen that is all secondaries, even the auxiliary mod, all the way there. Now, in front of that Schlieffen is a Brisbane that is running interesting torpedo skills and then gun upgrade. Okay. Bit of a mix of those. In front of him is a look, it's another Yudachi Poi, and this is with torpedo spec Shimakaze, 12-kilometer torpedoes. Heading towards the middle of the map is a Vamp Deuce in pretty much a gun build, even with a pyrotechnician in there for extra HE chance on fires. We've got a 420 Blaze It Hargamo in front of a range build Stalingrad with survivability sprinkled in, and a non-420 Blaze It Harugamo going kind of the middle. Now, he looks like he's just specced out for all guns, DPM, Destroyer, Assassination Raptor. I think it's his game. And finally, we've got Juan Peach's Napoli going all the way up to the side with outnumbered. You better believe he is the kite flank, and he'll just be running the whole game. What do we got to the south for BONKZ?
All right, BONKZ, the North American third place team, fielding, headed over here to the sea cap. Let's have a quick peek. We got Murica's Montana. A little bit of ranged, okay, so he's range on the secondaries, and then artillery plotting mod in slot 6 there. Admiral Tester's Moskva, unique upgrade, RPF and concealment. Use Brisbane, and man, this is a aggressive Brisbane position. I love this. We're, of course, running concealment and RPF. Battleship Nagato's Harugamo with our fancy smoke and engine boost. Concealment, he's got all the gun reload he can squeeze in there. A little bit of gun range as well. Here in mid, this Chikwama's a very aggressive Des Moines position, actually being countered by Maruku's Vampire Deuce now. In fact, both of those two ships spotting each other on Hydro. Chuk's going to have to make a very uncomfortable turn here in a moment as the Ohio shells land. Oh, he does take at least 2 solid citadels there for his trouble. He's
that looked painful.
Fronted by Dyer's Harugamo, also caught on the Vamp Deuce Hydro. And then over here at the A-cap, well back of the A-cap at the moment, we're looking at yet another Harugamo, still a smoke build. That's Todd Howard's, backed up by Kermit's Schlieffen. Very close to a full secondary build, but not running some of the higher-end 4-point secondary skills, opting for fire prevention instead. And then Fratstar's Brisbane. Now, we've seen teams play this middle island between A and B, Zath. We've seen this done with a Des Moines from the north side a couple of times, and usually that Des Moines gets absolutely punished. But this time it was the Des Moines from the south side punished, trying to get in that position. HXH countering it with a Vamp Deuce. I love the maneuver. I love that play.
Yep, and just a reminder, Kleber, Marseille banned in this match.
Yes.
I think it's interesting, that north end area there, you've got that town that pushes the ship away. It allows for arcing fire over that island, so it's very smart to put a Vamp Deuce there. You can see the shells coming in from both teams on the opposite ship that's just lighting each other up. It's just going to be whose team is better at killing the opposite ship.
Just the sheer amount of fire coming in on Chukwama has got to be really uncomfortable. He's only got to hang on about another 20 seconds. That's when the Vampire's Hydro is going to run out, and about the time his next heal will come up. So HXH has the opportunity to pick up this kill if they can land enough damage. Chuk's also, his smoke's going to run out as well. He's in real trouble, Zath.
Well, yeah, and look at the Schlieffen. He's smelling blood. He's just going straight in. And who's going to stop him, Raptor? I don't think anybody can stop him.
Well, Chuk is now finally dark for the moment.
Yes.
For the moment, the Hydro for his north is down for about 90 seconds. Stalingrad radar picking him up now. They know he's low and under pressure. His second heal is ticking. So they're going to burn a Stalingrad radar to see if they can pick up this kill. Kermit Schlieffen, what happened, Zath? Did you see?
Shimakaze torpedoes.
Wow. He took a
Yeah.
catastrophic amount of that.
Yeah. That's unfortunate. I mean, he's got hydro running. I didn't catch whether or not he had hydro running before the torpedoes hit or not. Either way. Ooh. Harugumo on Harugumo violence in the middle of the map as well. The Gato getting a nice kill there. Chukwama's at 1600 and falling.
Yeah, they're going to get him here. It's just a matter of time. And there he goes.
Kermet Seppuku doing just that at the Schlieffen, quite low as well. 2,000 hit points.
I was going to say, they're going to lose Kermit as well. Again, that's only a matter of time. His next heal's 50 seconds away. There's no way he's going to live that long. Nope.
No, there he goes right there.
Brisbane takes care of that. And so just like that, HXH up 2 kills 5 minutes in. Or excuse me, up a ship. 2 quick kills, though.
1 ship, yep, exactly.
Now, Dyer's Harugumo has not been idle. He is going to pick up B despite Maruku's vampire position. So we'll see how that plays out. That. No, I mean, Maruku's had a lot on his plate, honestly. His main goal was obviously to counter that Des Moines position to the south. With that done, he's basically just kind of snuggled in for the long haul. BONKZ now bringing both Harugumos to mid. I have to wonder... Oh, they're actually bringing the Brisbane as well. Wow, they're almost abandoning C completely, Zaf.
Well, I mean, it kind of makes sense, right? If they haven't seen the Napoli, they know the Napoli is set as a kiting ship. So who are they afraid of over at sea at this point? Yeah. I think it makes sense to bring your beef back to where you know the enemy is. Yep. You know the B cap is going to be that decisive engagement. As a matter of fact, you now detected... forced to try to radar, get the Vamp Deuce on radar. I'm surprised. Here comes the Stalingrad shells. Not as bad as I thought it could have been. He must not have been ready. I don't think Dinzen was ready in that Stalingrad.
Maruku's Vampire getting absolutely punished under this Brisbane radar. Down to 4K back there.
That is the power of that Nagato, and you can see now they don't have the shots. So then Battleship Nagato's Harugumo, I should say, just says, all right, well, I'll go shoot you instead.
So 2 big theaters of action here. We're only 7 minutes in, and it's just been nonstop fire here. Fratstar's Brisbane trying to retreat down the 1 line, and BONKZ making a big push at B.
Look at these 2 Harugumos. They literally just high-fived each other as they were shooting at Dingen's Stalingrad. Beautiful.
HXH, for their credit, smelling blood in the water, relentlessly chasing Fratstar's Brisbane. Fratstar waiting, just weathering the fire, waiting for Todd Howard's next smoke to come up. 15 seconds away.
Yeah, but even then, you can see he's within radar range of Nanoe's Brizzy. So
he is.
That smoke will only be a temporary reprieve.
Frat
never mind.
Frat shows just enough of the side of the ship for those shells to bite, those Schlieffen shells to bite in. Now the smoke starts to go in. Frat is dark at the moment. He's turning back the other way. Harugumo, Todd Howard's burned his torpedo reload and vomited a whole bunch of torpedoes out there.
Yeah, let's see if that works.
I don't think he's...
Poi Shimakaze.
I mean,
might take a torp right here.
Slide into one. He is. That's a huge kill. That's a huge kill for BONKZ. They apparently caught a glimpse of Fratstar again because here come the shells. Whoa, he lives somehow. 8.5 minutes in, and at the moment, BONKZ has a lead on the strength of that cap advantage in the middle of the board. But the push, the Napoli and Ohio over at sea have not been idle, Zaf.
Yeah, Fratstar's torpedo launcher actually absorbed the impact. His front starboard torpedo launcher. Well,
Frat lives to his next heal, so still in the game, selling his ship dearly here.
Yep, Want Peach's Napoli doing exactly what he's got to do at this point, right?
Yeah.
Just push, get some attention on him. Murica is being forced back.
You almost feel like they've got to pull somebody back to give Murica a little bit of support here. I'm not sure. I'm not sure he's going to win a fight against a Napoli.
No.
The SAP secondaries make a big difference in that fight.
Yes, but I think the problem is the Ohio north of sea. I think that's the bigger threat for BONKZ right now. If the Napoli wins this fight, I kind of feel it doesn't matter that much. I mean, all he'll do is just turn into C. And look, there's Brizzy radar, Mosfer radar, et cetera, et cetera.
You
So
got
I don't think they want to
spotted.
rotate those forces.
Fair enough. You got spotted. They had moved Maruku's Vampire around the edge of the island. The Brisbane got spotted, so he knew somebody was there, popped the radar, forcing Maruku back. They tried to bring Twanzi's Harugumo down the 4 line, I think, to try to kind of get into their backfield, and that didn't work out very well either. Now, they've pulled the Schlieffen off this 2-line push, and now Fratstar and Todd Howards might be able to pick up the kill on the opposing Brisbane.
Well, Fratstar radared, and together with Todd Howards, they were shooting the heck out of it. Didn't do enough catastrophic damage, in my opinion. I mean, there's 3 more super heals left on Noe's Brizzy. The big thing is, as you say, the Schlieffen being called away. So what I like about that is HXH is basically tying 2 ships up with 1, and that's a delay.
Yes.
You know, even if they lose it, who cares? Look at the other side. Napoli and Montana fight. Both are really low.
Been brutalizing each other, but you can see the impact the Napoli secondaries have had on Murica. They do.
And there goes the Vamp Deuce.
Oh, they bagged the Vampire in the middle of the board. That's a big kill. Kagu's Ohio's pushing C, and he's been slapping Admiral Tester's Moskva, as now Fratstar looks like he's finally in the fight of his life. Schlieffen shells coming in on him as well. Action in almost every cap right now simultaneously, Zaf. Oh, they pulled the Napoli back for the broadside shot on Tester. Oh, big hit.
Oh, nice hit. But I don't like that, though, at the same time, because they allowed the battleship to just live.
Well, let's see if the Ohio salvo finishes off Tester. It doesn't. They do finally bag the Brisbane on the 1 line. That's a huge kill for BONKZ.
Murica raises up his spotter plane and just chunks Peach's Napoli through the rear.
Yep. They're going to lose Tester right here.
Yep.
But now
AP salvo, but Peach is out.
I was gonna say, but now Peach is so low, I don't think he survives. We know his smoke is burned. We saw him use it just a minute ago. Yep, it's 2 minutes away. The Montana salvo, all the Harugumo and Brisbane shells, he should go out right here. And there he goes.
There it is. Murica showing why you don't disrespect an American battleship.
450-point lead here for BONKZ. Time ticking away. HXH really needs to make a play somewhere, but I don't know where it's going to come, Zaf. They're going to try and shove B, but with 2 Harugumos there, I don't think that's a fight they can win.
No, but I mean, it makes sense to throw Twanji in, because where else can they push, really? They don't have assets anywhere else except, I suppose, they're Ohio, but look at his health at 22,000. There's really no way back into this game.
I gotta say, Zath, last weekend in the NA Regional Finals, we saw Fratstar playing Cruiser a lot and getting absolutely dunked. And yet today, he is probably one of the heroes of this game for BONKZ, just because of his ability to just stay alive, right? He made the right plays at the right time, and a ship that probably should be gone, should be dead, he's managed to keep in the game.
Right, absolutely. And I mean, that's really the key. As you can see, those 2 now pushing their way up the 2 line, just basically heading to A. A, of course, being a good insurance policy for them.
It's going to be a free cap for them, right? HXH does pick up B as they're pulling their Harugumos back to try to tag team Kagu's Ohio and put him out, and that should happen here just in a moment. Dyer's smoking, farming him out with AP on the back of Battleship Nagato's spotting. So they're going to grab C here very, very shortly. There's a radar coming from the Stalingrad. Dyer caught now. He's going to have to move. He's reversing. Takes a decent hit from the Stalin there. Needs to get some... Manages to find some cover from the Harugumo shells. But the Stalin might still put him out. Oh! Twan takes a torpedo in smoke.
Yeah, that's a huge torpedo they can't afford to take. Here comes the Stalingrad shells, and they just don't get the kill.
Nope. They knock out Dyer's engine, but he's still alive as the radar expires.
And at that point, if you're Dingen, you just shoot again.
Yep. 70
Pray for that hit.
70 seconds from a BONKZ win here. They're stepping onto A, so even if they lose Dyer, if Dyer and Twan trade, that's actually probably a best of both worlds sort of thing for BONKZ. Now, Twan looks like he's going to move up and try for the proxy spot on Dyer. He should have it momentarily. Yes. Ships within 2 kilometers will automatically spot each other regardless of any intervening terrain or features or anything, and there it is.
The problem is Dingen's Stalingrad. He moved up. I don't think he can arc the island right now.
No, nobody can get...
Antoine Zhu is in trouble.
Yeah. Because Nagato, I think, can get shells on him. Nope, he's nestled in barely. Able to barely get some shells on him. 8 seconds. They're going to bag the kill. They are. That's the game.